Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm joined by Steve Good of Comtech EF Data. Steve, we spoke 12 months ago where you were looking at the Heights platform, but now you've got something else in the toolbox.
Yeah, what we've done is look at our entire product suite. There's many different products that we offer. Along the different verticals have different application needs. So if you look at Comtech's history, we've been innovators in waveforms, we've been innovators at the IP level, we've been innovators in RF. And what we're really looking at now is going to market with customers, because we've heard from customers that it's not all about one platform, it's not all about one vertical. It's looking across their entire business, looking to penetrate new markets, looking to grow their market share in existing markets. So what we can do at Comtech is, due to our history, due to our lineage, and due to the new innovations that we have, is look at the entire holistic view of where our customers are going. And we've had a lot of in-depth conversations with customers, and we challenge them a bit, and they challenge us on where the market's going, what does HTS mean for them. Customers really don't have HTS strategies, they have business strategies that HTS may or may not play a part of. So we're designing products, and we've designed products for tomorrow, not today. Because one of the big pitfalls is platforms designed for today aren't ready for tomorrow, aren't ready to unleash the potential of what new satellite designs offer. So if we look at Comtech as a whole, we go after many different verticals, but we have different product suites, different product solutions that are tailored towards those verticals.
Now in today's competitive market, it's all about heritage and reputation. How do you keep ahead of the game?
We have to stay ahead of the game. We continue to innovate. We continue to partner with the right technologies to provide an overall solution, because it's all about the service provider. It's all about lowering that cost per bit. We don't compete with each other in the satellite industry. We're competing against fiber. We're competing against terrestrial. We need to make networks as simple as possible to operate. We need to make certainly efficient links, but we need the horsepower and the intelligence to enable a customer to grow its business. So we certainly build on our heritage. We have over 100 patents now that we can leverage, and our Heights platform is our newest platform, but it's certainly not our only platform. With Heights, we've taken the best technologies, whether they be waveforms, whether they be packet processing, network management, analytics, and we've put it into a managed system. Via our NetView system, which we partner with Skyline Communications, we provide one screen to manage them all, if you will, to manage our 5 series modems, our 6, our 7, our high-end RF products, and our Heights system. So we're really building on those 100 patents and putting the best technologies into the platforms, again, designing for where the market is going, not where the market is today.
Now you brought up the issue of HTS earlier. Everybody's jumped on the bandwagon. HTS this. This is what it's going to do. This is how great it is. Is it really that great?
It is great for particular markets. Not all HTS are the same. What one HTS provider is doing is different than what another HTS provider is. There are different constraints. There are target markets that the satellite operators are going after. There are frequency rights at spectrum locations, at orbital locations, Ka, Ku, and C. So HTS is certainly not a cure-all, be-all. It's designed for certain applications, but HTS, not all roads lead to HTS. So when we talk to customers, we ask the question, do you have an HTS strategy? And they say, well, HTS is interesting, it has great performance, but I have a business strategy. HTS may or may not play a part of that. So what we foresee, and we're designing our system for, are hybrid networks, a combination of HTS with wide beams to provide that coverage, that scope. But to scale and to provide the throughputs that are needed in today's world, HTS designs, especially open designs, are very well tailored towards the increase in multimedia, the increase in throughputs that are needed from remote into the hub, as opposed to hub to the remote. So is HTS all it's cracked up to be? Maybe. Depends on the application. It depends on how it's going to be used. A Ka design with very small spots tailored for one application may not be suitable for another application. So HTS, and we need to be cautious in this industry that we use HTS in the proper way. We don't lump everything high throughput satellite into one category and say that's just for one application. So there is a very large marketing noise floor that we need to lower, get beyond the data sheet and do the math and figure out what makes sense for the customer.
Now, Comtech have always had their finger on the pulse. They've always been a market leader. Your take on the market at the moment? I hear in some quarters it's a little bit flat. I hear in some quarters people crying, but there's other people's sort of midway going, there's no change. I mean,
we've seen trends up and down in different verticals. It's obvious that the trunking market has come down. Trunking is not dead. Trunking needed a new price point. So enter at O3B with what they're doing, and we're partnering with O3B to provide those high throughputs with low latency to provide those applications. Oil and gas, energy, the market is down now, but it's a cyclical market, so it'll come back. Other areas of growth are maritime, whether it be cruise ships or merchant ships, providing the IP-enabled bridge back to headquarters. So different markets are up and down at different times. What's really needed is a partner that's going to be there through the tough times and the good times to make sure that those product suites, those solution suites, that the tools are there to take advantage of the markets when they come up, but also be able to weather the storm, if you will, for markets that may be down. So we're seeing a different trend in the industry. Mobile backhaul, for instance. Mobile backhaul used to mean 2G in the very remote areas. And that's a point-to-point technology. That's the best way to do it. 3G and LTE is completely different. The traffic needs to be handled differently. There are certain topologies and applications and access schemes that work better for 3G, LTE than 2G. And there's this middle market being developed. They want the performance of the high-end market, dedicated SCPC. They want the economics of the shared TDMA world. And it's that middle market to which most of us vendors are racing towards. So that's really where the potential is these days, in that middle market. Performance of the high end with the economics of the low end.
Steve, I look forward to talking to you in 12 months.
It should be very interesting. There's a lot of buzz in the floor this year, and there is a light at the end of the tunnels, and we'll see what that is in about a year's time.
Thank you.